This man never expected it. Even though he was an invincible healer, able to instantly mend any wound, the hero's party leader still kicked him out. All because they thought they'd grown strong enough to never get hurt in battle. What they didn't realize was the only reason they never got injured was because Jack's healing magic was too good. He could close wounds at the exact moment they appeared, so they never even noticed they'd been hurt. After being cast out, Jack and an elf girl named Jenny opened a small clinic in the slums. In his country, healers were extremely valuable. There were even special academies for learning advanced healing, but only academy graduates with a license could legally practice. Jack, a poor commoner, had never received formal training. Everything he knew, he taught himself. With no license, he worked as an underground healer. He treated the poor for free, but charged the rich a fortune. One day, on his way to a house call, a noble stopped him. The man said his slave had gone berserk and attacked him. He begged Jack to hold her off long enough for him to get to a clinic, offering any reward in return. Just then, the beast woman lunged. Jack pulled the noble out of harm's way with ease, and asked the girl why she was attacking, but she had lost all reason. Grabbing a rock and swinging at him, Jack's agility saved him. He dodged without a scratch. Seeing Jack's skill, the noble urged him to finish her off. Jack refused. "My job isn't taking lives," he said flatly. The noble grew desperate. "If this drags on, I'll be the one who dies. Slaves can be replaced. Just kill her." Jack remembered his own childhood and answered, "I save every life I can. That's who I am." The noble was baffled. Jack explained that he was a healer. At that moment, the beast woman charged again. In the scuffle, Jack noticed something odd. He knocked her into a pile of rubble, and as she writhed, she cried out in pain. That's when Jack realized she was possessed by an evil spirit. No wonder she'd gone mad. He cast his healing magic, closing her wounds and purging the spirit in one strike. The noble, stunned by Jack's power, immediately begged to be healed too. But Jack said calmly, "I'm off duty. Come back tomorrow." The noble went pale. "Tomorrow? I'll be dead by then." Jack smirked. "Then it's overtime, and that costs extra." The noble threw him a sack of gold. Jack sneered. It was far too little. The noble gaped. "That's already way above market. Do you want trouble for overcharging as a healer?" Jack shrugged. "I don't have a license. I'm a dark healer. And aren't you the same? Your little mess came from sending slaves to rob graves." The noble fell silent. Jack leaned in. "Cover the rest with her. I'll take the beast woman." The noble agreed immediately. "Take her. She's yours." Jack healed him, took the slave contract, and 2 hours later the girl finally woke up. She stared at Jack, bewildered. He introduced himself and explained that he'd just bought her. Since he'd spent so much, he wanted to check her condition. He asked her to take off her clothes. She froze, hesitant, but a slave couldn't disobey an order. She braced for the worst, but Jack really was just examining her. In fact, he even removed the gallstones that had been tormenting her for years. The girl was overwhelmed with gratitude. Jack had not only saved her life, but also healed her illness. She asked how she could ever repay him. Jack said simply, "Pay me back." That's enough. He needed an ingredient for stew. The girl checked the guidebook, then led him straight to it. She was confused. "That's it? I thought you'd make me do something harder." Jack smiled. "This is enough." Then he tore up the slave contract. "Now we're even." Meanwhile, the party leader never imagined the healer he'd thrown away had already united the 3 bosses of the slums. It all began when Jack stumbled upon a dying elf. He bought her with the only gold coin he had left. The boss laughed, taking the deal. Selling someone on death's door for even a coin was a win.